The growth and educational and wealth power of the African child in America is at the heart of the police brutality. Let's stop using that fake pretext of race. You know, police officers are drunk in the wickedness of white capitalism because the tools of joining police was basically the requirements were one of your family members or a family member should have been a police officer. So all of them, not that they were dropouts, most of them are dropouts. Uneducated fools are wearing the uniforms to protect with hate mongers because their grandfather, grandmother, or husband, or whatever were police officers. What is disturbing in America is that the auto manufacturing industry was also based on parental rights to work there. Grandparents, children, grandchildren are all working for these big auto manufacturing coal companies. And today technology have taken over. They are not educated. And all of a sudden they've seen enslaved children being educated and living larger than life. That's the intoxication of the brutality of the African child. So an African child is not worthy of driving or living in a property that they think is deemed only for white people. That's the cuckoo-ness. 99% of all so-called white people of European descent are drunk in superiority, thinking that they are better than others. That's the core value of all these discriminatory practices from the Americas to Canada to Europe, because they are inconvenient with the growth of Africans, especially the enslaved Africans. But the shortcoming of Africans is that they are still in denial of being Africans. And until Africa is respected, no one black or Wakandan will be respected. We just see the heinous crime of the military lieutenant in Virginia. Thank God he was smart enough to drive to brighter area. But even when they were on camera, because cameras don't prevent, they are just evidentiary. And the police will walk free because the police union is one of the most corrupt and they use taxpayers' money. If police were paying their own legal fees, they will stop the nonsensical nonsenses that they are doing. But the mayhem will never stop as long as police officers' legal fees are taken care of. And they can be put on leave for 5 years for the most heinous, murderous crime. And they get paid and they will walk free because the politicians are all cahoot. Donald Trump is said to be Donald Trump, but Donald Trump will not be Donald Trump without the mightiness of the Ku Klux Klan's financial aid to Donald Trump. So he's not alone. So all these police officers, the judges, you go to court and see how these white coconut head judges, they'll fight, especially if it's an African representation. But you see, two white dudes or so-called Eurocentric kids were making a video and calling on all African people to go back to Africa. And it was a big mayhem because so-called blacks were fighting that they were not Africans. A simple display. Why would I be angry? Somebody, so hopeless, poor, wretched, white-looking kid is trying to display a boat for me to go back to Africa. I'll say I'll go back because that's where all the shit golden things came from. To build Africa, to build Europe and North America. From rice, from the enslaved Africans, to the gold, diamond, and precious resources that are coming from Africa to build the so-called Western Wall. The Chinese have smelled it, and they are coming. And all these people still hate Africa because Africa still is in denial of their economic might. And until the independent African economy is created with African currency and respect for Africa is legitimized, no African will be respected. Malema says it louder.